It would have been perfect if the laptop project that was promised by the administration were a reality, especially now with the students being home. When President Uhuru Kenyatta launched the Jubilee Party's manifesto in February of 2013, he pledged his government would put the country on the path to a future where every child would walk with a satchel and a laptop. Satchel being a bag with a laptop. Well, the plan was to first put a solar-powered laptop in the hands of every child joining the first grade and build from there. 7 years later, the laptop promise has lapsed, and Olive Burrows just takes us back into time with the promise and the reality that we find ourselves in.
We will provide every child entering Standard 1 in primary school with a solar-powered laptop, and we shall sustain this program for each succeeding year. And we shall sustain this program for each succeeding year until the day where every child in this country will walk with his bag and a laptop.
It was a pledge he promised to make good on within the first 100 days of his administration, should he be elected President of the Republic of Kenya. A promise he failed to keep, the procurement process plagued by litigation. Eventually, the laptop project was rebranded the Digital Literacy Program, which saw primary schools across the country equipped with tablets. But even that has lived short of its promise.
There are very few, and so teachers have to divide the classes into groups. And after 35 minutes, they bring another group, and it is bringing a challenge of not covering the syllabus.
The government are changing the plan from putting devices in every child's hands and instead opting for a computer lab model. The cost of powering up these devices and keeping them on also providing a challenge.
People who raised reservations at that time were seen to be largely opposing the idea. Technology in itself means nothing. If you give me your camera and I don't know how to set a camera, it means nothing. So we must also look at the component of a teacher development so that they are also ready, comfortable to use that kind of technology. Otherwise, you will still buy a very, very state-of-art technology, but still the utility becomes low.
The Jubilee administration having been accused of putting the cart before the horse and without the building blocks in place. It was cautioned it may as well have been building castles in the sky. Smart devices merely a tool.
The last thing to do is to avoid the pitfall, to imagine that technology is the panacea to our problems. Because even if today we avail that technology, we will still have the same challenge of inequalities. We have those laptops lying in the schools. They did very little to solve the inequality challenge.
The lesson appears to be that for Kenya to achieve digital literacy, it will require critical thinking, creative thinking, innovation, problem solving, decision making, visioning, and learning to learn. Olive Burrows, NTV.